Ti do piči.
Good stuff from Sticko, and Hellraisers did come into this offline qualifier with lots of optimism and enthusiasm. They need to pull all of that back together after a defeat yesterday. These two teams are second and third on the biggest defeats of the week out of the 26 tournament matches that we've had so far. So they'll both want to bounce back. We've also got bounce backers on the desk right now, of course. Natu and Moses. You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Doing a bit of exercise? Yeah, I cracked my kneecap in the break. You're falling apart.
Yeah, just excited.
Saw these old boys falling apart.
Emotional rumble right now.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride for me.
Hellraisers then. So
let's start on the positives.
let's try and skip over the old, creaks and bones and stuff. It was a disappointing performance from them yesterday against a good flip side, obviously, but 16-4 is not a representation of a team that won a qualify out of this.
Yeah, they got straight body, didn't they? That was unfortunate. Yeah, and especially because there's so much promise surrounding this team ever since we saw them earlier this year at Kiev. They surprised everyone there, and they kept up that form after that for quite some time, and then dropped the ball here. That's just kind of like shocking. And also, we mentioned it in the video as well. But he didn't say Flipside he didn't list Flipside as one of the teams, and it was like, oh, you kind of forgot about Flipside. And it's like, well, everyone did leading up to this. They haven't been doing anything. No, like they've qualified for every major, and no one thought, like, they just haven't played in leagues, they haven't played in tournaments. So that's just kind of interesting, and obviously it's going to be a little bit better. They won't have to go against Blade, who we all know is just like Gabi, like a strategic mastermind. He always has his team well prepared. So against Liquid, it'll be a little bit easier in that sense, I think.
Yeah. In terms of what he said during that interview, he said that they sometimes come unstuck because they have these misunderstandings, this miscommunication plays. They've worked quite hard on it. You wouldn't have noticed that, though, yesterday. So they've obviously had to work a bit more on that.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, in the matter, they've seemed in the first games, actually, that the two common threads so far in those games is the fact that they've had massive issues playing against an aggressive opponent. Flipside was just straight up, like he was saying, bodying them. And that was due to the aggressiveness from Flipside. And it wasn't like relentless either. It was actually really, really planned way of playing from Blade and his crew. And at the same time, Vega Squadron also very aggressive, and the Hellraisers seemed like they were kind of clueless at times of how do we react to this, and not feeling at all like they were in their own zone when they had to slow things down.
What sort of impact do you think, Jason, it has on the fact that Sticko made the point that they're very comfortable here? They've had some good results in the past in the PGL studios. They seem to just love coming here. Dead Fox, just as a bonus pub quiz point, is the shortest distance to travel for Dead Fox to get here. I don't know if that makes I don't know if that makes any difference whatsoever, but it doesn't have far to come. So what is it about the studios that did you have places like that where you were like, I really like playing here?
Back in my day, we pretty much just had Dallas. That's all we had. So if you didn't like playing in Dallas, you were in some trouble, weren't you?
But the mecca of esports.
No, I think it's more like a mental thing. I think it's just like kind of what you just said, like it's just a fun fact. It's a throwaway fact. But I mean, it is kind of funny. There are teams that have been like that, like Astralis, when they were previously TSM, like their only tournament wins were here in Romania at these events. And then when you look at like someone like Henny, he only seems to have like those big time performances in tournaments when he's at IM Katowice. So I mean, for whatever reason, maybe some team, but no, I don't think it has any kind of mass effect on how they're going to play.
All right, let's turn our attention to Liquid, the other team in this particular bout. They have the second worst match result so far of this particular qualifier, 16-3 yesterday. I mean, it was the first game of the day, sure, but it was against Penta. Now, we've seen Penta go head-to-head with Mouse Sports. They look really good, but a team of Liquid's quality shouldn't be losing 16-3 like that, should they?
No, not at all. That was horrendous. Yeah, no, it wasn't that they lost. Like if it was 16-14, you can say, oh, they put up a really good fight. They had a good game, and maybe they just got an unfortunate couple of rounds. But 16-3, yeah,
starting CT side as well.
But yeah, that's nightmare, isn't it? But it is. I mean, I'm not going to say it's because of the early morning, but there is at least the benefit of them just looking at that game and being like, we didn't get outplayed tactically. We just got killed every time we saw someone. Like we weren't hitting shots. The players just didn't show up. So there's the benefit of just being able to say, not our game.
Yeah, and then
as silly as that might sound,
switch off, remove it, come today completely clean of that in mind.
Yeah, forget about it. It was all HS that game. He was just like everywhere. So
isn't that the game actually where two of them, HS and Sunny, had like 130 ADR each?
Exactly, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, 140, 130, which is equivalent of 3 players around, right? So
yeah,
I think
just on those two.
they wanted to get over it pretty quick. I went over, after that match to talk to like Zeus and some of the Liquid guys are there, and they just looked at me. They're just like, we don't want to talk about it at all. We're just like they'd moved on. They'd had the discussion. Zeus was very, very confident. He was just like, don't worry about it. We're going to bounce back tomorrow. I mean, still supremely confident.
And that's a good attitude to have as a coach, particularly because you want to view that to the rest of your players, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the right thing to say. I mean, right? So we'll see if it actually gets put into practice.
Yeah, I mean, whether he's thinking that or not, who knows? Maybe he was a bit more worried than he let on.
Right.
The way that they match up stylistically and with the map pools that these two have got, inevitably they're stronger on different maps, it seems.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, especially because, when it comes to the maps, Hellraisers, their most played map is Cache. Liquid hasn't played that at all in the past 3 months. Inferno and Nuke are going to want to be played on the other side of things, and Hellraisers doesn't play those at least. So it's like the Cloud9 game as well. There's going to be a little bit of like a chicken, but I think it's going to benefit Liquid in the long run. They had a smaller map pool in Dallas. That's what they said was one of their big weaknesses. I know that's what they've been focusing on improving, is widening the map pool so they can have a little bit more variety when they go into the pick bans. So I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be able to come out of that a little bit better. Okay,
on that note, let's take a look at the map vetoes and see when we've ended up. We are headed to Train. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, that'll be good. I think for Liquid again, just to go through it. I mean, a little bit more. I mean, they are turning into a tactical team. But one thing that they've done very, very well recently is on the CT sides, being proactive. We've seen them even against Penta, even when they were getting beat down, trying to make plays on the defensive side, trying to open things up to alleviate some of the pressure. And on the T side, they have some smaller tactics within the rounds that it seems like they're very focused on just finding that opening kill. All things you can do on Train, where there's so many different points of attack. You can find different areas to manipulate and just try and find that one first kill. Likewise, I guess Hellraisers will be fine with it as well. Yeah, it's right in the middle of their map pool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen Hellraisers play Train, so in some time, so I'm not entirely sure they're going to be bringing to the table here.
Yeah, they played it at Tours, which was a couple months ago.
Yep.
And they played at Virtus Pro at the Adrenaline Cup, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Adrenaline Cup. Yeah.
And they lost to Virtus Pro 13-16. And, Virtus Pro is not in the best shape and form right now, but, you never know.
Yeah.
Hard to judge.
When you say it's right in the middle of their map picks, they're actually 50% win rate right now out of 8 matches. So bang in the middle of everything, including all of the maps that they played. So we'll see how that pans out. Thanks very much, gentlemen. We are ready for our second to last match of the day. Still a big game to come, of course, but this one's big for both teams. They want to enter tomorrow with a 2-1 record, leaving them just one more map to gain to head into the major. Let's head over to your commentary team for game number 7.
Thank you very much indeed. Yes, we are ready here. And Train again. I don't mind that. I think Train is an exciting map that still has a lot of unexplored options and things that haven't been sort of properly investigated.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be exciting. Hellraisers and Liquid, both teams that are just in a weird position. I thought Liquid would be doing better at this qualifier. Not that they've been doing very badly, but I just had higher expectations for them. I think they should win this game.
Well, they've kept up hope, right?
Yes.
It's like, that's kind of like the minimal you could say, right? They're kind of kept up hope, Anders.
They haven't given up.
They haven't totally given up. They're not out yet. We do have 2 teams that have been eliminated, and that's the one thing. Optic now, they can be seen as like the 3rd team here for NA at the major. They've gone out, or the major qualifiers rather. They've gone out 0-3. So at least Liquid have dodged that ignominious end to their major run. But yeah, it's this is one of those matches. What do you think? I mean, this has got to be one of those matches where if you're looking at Liquid, you got to be like you can beat Hellraisers. You have to be able to beat Hellraisers if you're going to do anything at all here. Come on.
Yeah, like I still think the best of 1 format is so elusive when it comes to these things because hey, Hellraisers have some players that can explode. But yeah, I'm gonna throw my weight behind Liquid, which is saying something. I think. The dream scenario, obviously, is that Liquid get to play Cloud9 just because.
That's what could happen.
Just because of the Moses factor, that would be hilarious.
But that would be the best case scenario, right, for them both to play, because then neither of them are still out of the tournament, right? Because they'd be both 2-1.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
They could still lose 2-2, and it wouldn't be the end just yet. It would just mean that one team is like really happy because they are actually going to the major. You will guarantee have one NA team at the major. Now imagine if none of the NA teams ever face in an elimination or qualification match. Imagine how heartbreaking it would be if all 3 NA teams just didn't make it to the major.
Yeah,
we'd all have to bring like a bottle of good bourbon for Moses and a hug, right?
Yeah, that's a good point there. I don't see that happening. I feel like they've been lately hitting a much higher level. I actually think they've all been playing a bit under level at this particular event. There could be any number of reasons for that, but I actually think they could do better than they have. I'll give them some credit for that.
I've got it. JDM doesn't have his bandana. That's it, man. The power was in the bandana.
What happened to that?
What happened to that? Looked like he was enjoying rocking that thing too. What's up with that?
Maybe it doesn't suit the rule set. Like, is it the beanie rule that's been applied?
The hat rule.
Maybe that's it. Got to keep it fair like that.
I mean,
listen. Either way, I think we are just about ready. They should be heading into the game. I think they've already done the knife, and should be Team Liquid starting on the T side and Hellraisers on the CT side. So big welcome, everybody. As Paul was saying, this is the second to last game of the day. The last one is going to be Flipside versus G2.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, another game that Markov will have to try and win. I look forward to that one.
You know, that's the fun thing, though. You're going to have Markov. I'm going to have Kenny. And just like old times, man. Just like as it ever was.
Oh, JDM in a bit of a fight here, but Angel with an incredible click to take down Twist, and yes, he should fall back. No point in giving JDM what he wants. That's a good start, and it's going to be a bit upsetting to Team Liquid, losing Twist like that. They still have the grenades that they need. JDM, I wonder if he's going to... He's actually fallen really far back. I was wondering if he's going to try and throw the smoke from up here towards Ivy, but not yet. So we'll see. We're kept in the dark for a moment about what his plans are. There we go.
There it is.
So just going to be for the bomb side instead, or maybe for the C connector, but it looks like it's going to be a bit further up.
Middle train.
Yeah.
They're going for the SK smoke.
That's very interesting. Flashbang to come through any second. One counter grenade doesn't really do anything, and there's the flash coming through. Stiko's got a kill. Elish will pick up one, but they're getting overwhelmed at the moment. 49 seconds yet. Bondic to find a headshot, and now it's just Stan with the USP that he's stolen. Looking for headshots. He's very low on health at the moment. There's one. Needs a bit more, and it's not going to happen. Bondic will take him down for a triple kill, and it will be Hellraisers with the opening round.
Angel, what are you doing? I was like the first thought I'm thinking when I see Angel peek there is like, this is how you lose the round. It's like peek one after another into this guy who now has a USP. All he has to do is hit a headshot on you, and you could just throw away this round, Hellraisers. Thankfully, they played it wisely after that, and Zero didn't show himself on the bomb train. Let Bondic take point of contact first, which is exactly what had to happen. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because once he's that far exposed, the guys on the train can actually do something, so...
A little scared there for a second, though. I was like, this could be painful. But unfortunately, it's nothing but pain for Liquid. To the glue factory. Not yet, but it might be happening later.
Oh, we'll see. Not that much of an exciting buy coming out of Hellraisers either. We're not any kind of madness where, you know, 5 UMPs. They're just the two of them. The FAMASas and then the M4. Not going to be a buy in the third round either. Liquid never got the bomb down, so they've got the Tech 9s instead. I think Hellraisers have got a good buy in here. Like I'm just not a fan of the 5 UMP buy. I think it's too much.
What do you... Well, I mean, given the fact that the bomb wasn't planted, but
yes.
Did you remember Mouse Sports when they stayed on Tech 9s for the second round?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, how interesting is that? Do you think that that's something we could see more often? Because to me, if you think about it, it's just like if you don't buy anything, you just stay on Tech 9s, you mow them down again. By that fourth round, you're just going to be filthy stinking rich. You can do whatever you want at that point.
I don't know. I think it's too weird, you know. I think that was just because they were so confident in that game that they just didn't care. But I don't know for sure. Ooh, well, 5-man grenade. That almost never happens. If only there could be a follow-up. Anyone? Stiko's got one. Angel's waiting on the other side, and he's going to get run down. Twist with a big double kill, and the bomb has been planted. Absolute madness here in the second round. Zero will go down in the meantime, and Stiko and Dead Fox trying to see if they can retake the bomb site. That grenade hit all 5 players, and they're still going to lose the round. Team Liquid bouncing right back.
What was the plan here for Hellraisers? Sadly, no spray through the smoke, no nothing. It was just wait until Team Liquid get point blank with the pistols, which is exactly what they were hoping for. Panned out perfectly there for Team Liquid, and, well, Hellraisers, it's kind of a trend these days. It's kind of a trend. There we go. Deny one rifle. Can you get the follow-up, though? Nitro. Looking for the shots with the Tech 9. Bomb goes off. Going to use that to mask the run. And sure enough, he will find the kill. 2 FAMASas and an M4 picked up for Team Liquid. They are so happy right now, Anders.
Yeah, I mean, very well played. Even as the grenade hit them, they didn't really panic. They just said, all right, well, you know, it's time to go. But there was no, like, complete madness going on. And then Twist, like an actual magician, just appearing out of the smoke. Puff of smoke, and then he's there. Van Dolken. I just love it.
It's like the magician's skills, but armed with with a lethal pistol. Okay, then.
Yeah, the kind of show that even in Vegas you probably couldn't do. Stico's gone down to JDM. Good job on Team Liquid to wait. You really, I mean, again, this is some simple stuff, but you win around like that, you don't want the adrenaline to kick in and suddenly, you know, Hellraisers are pushing somewhere 3 men with, you know, everything. Just solid round. Even if you have to spend the first minute just waiting, fine, do that. Just don't lose to any kind of crazy push. And they've set up to not do that, so credit where it's due.
Very passive angles so far. There's even so far back here for Nitro in case they try to go aggro by Pop Dog. I like it.
Guarding the soap in the shower.
Dude, gotta make sure.
No one drops it.
Exactly. There's the setup. There's the setup.
Well, now they're all grouping up. But again, we like seeing this. There's no lone player that can get picked off. And if they think about it, they probably should put Stanislaw in first for the UMP or something. You know, just let him be the guy to check that there's no huge stack at the B bomb site, which there isn't, although they don't know that yet.
The one thing, I don't want them to get too ahead of themselves and move off a Pop Dog. The man advantage, they could push out 4, but instead they're going to go with 5. All out onto the B site means that there will be a quick rotate from Bondic through Pop. But Elige and JDM finding both kills to open up this B site. Very quick work. Bondic and Angel, really, you know, they had the CZs, they had the positioning, but now it's just waiting for exits.
And Bondic holding Pop. He never really got up. I think he was probably waiting for Angel, but the timing not going to be working in his favor. And it's 2-1 for Team Liquid. And listen, I mean, I realize this sounds so boring to point out how they're doing basic things right, but there's a reason why they are the basic things, and we routinely see teams overlook them and terrible things happen. And there's no reason to, like, even today we've seen it, you know. Suddenly you lose an AK in a round like this, and then the team has it for the next round, and you lose 2 more rifles that round. It all matters in the end, right? When you get to the end of that half and you need 1 more buy-in, you're going to wish that you hadn't given up all those weird rifles along the way. This time, Hellraisers save absolutely nothing. They've got 1 flashbang, and they're set up for a bit of a push towards Ivy, where nobody's holding. So this is a great idea, though. A wonderful play from Hellraisers. Sadly, nothing comes of it, but yeah, flash away into Ivy with 3 people peeking it. That's a cool plan. Got to do something, right?
Just don't want to give that FAMAS back over. But right now it shouldn't be, I mean, Hellraisers just shouldn't be able to get to the site at all. Nitro finds the shot on Zero, who's lurking through A main, easy enough. And Stan, careful. Sees the window of opportunity. Angel eventually got caught. He will get the follow-up kill on Dead Fox here. Surely with the UMP. Yeah, last bullet. And Elige, heart attack?
You're waiting for it. Why is he swapping to the burst fire?
Mild heart attack. Mild one.
Yeah, I was having a worse heart attack when Elige swapped to burst on the FAMAS. I don't ever want to see that out of anybody. That's grounds for disqualification, actually.
This isn't Source.
Remove him from the team.
I mean, burst in Source was sick. I'll say that much. Played a lot of DM with the FAMAS, and you could just burst like.
And in 1.6, it was at least viable to use it. Like, it had a utility. In global offensive, I just don't know.
Doesn't really. No, it's really just like I'm kind of thinking like, why are you buying FAMASs? Period. Just buy a UMP, man. But,
yeah, but it seems like the UMP change did have that effect that people actually do pick up the FAMAS every once in a while now.
I think it's all in their head.
It's all in their head. All right, it could be. I don't think the science is definitely not in on it yet. So we'll see. Maybe it is just all psychological. Well, Stan is proving to us that the UMP can do just fine, so maybe he's on your side. Semler's picked up the M4A4 A1 instead, actually. And Molotov's draining into C Connector, forcing another kill in Stan's favor. He almost gets the quad kill. This is supposed to be Nitro and Elige's job, or maybe Twist. Stan's supposed to be the guy just calmly, you know, controlling the team, calling the tactics.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just great to see that it's working out for him, that he is getting this strong start. I mean, the last time, well, we got to, didn't we get to cast that game, Penta, on Mirage, where they just got rocked
Yeah.
And Stan had nothing going for him. I think he was like 0-8 at one point.
We did.
So you're just, I'm kind of glad to see, you know, new day, new opportunity, new chance, and Stan stepping up.
Very impressive, very well done. And we've talked about this quite a bit. Just bringing up again, you know, best of one like this, you really don't have many rounds to turn the ship around. Like, if you're Hellraisers and you're playing on the CT side, you need to start winning rounds pretty soon. They've had a couple of rifle rounds, and none of them worked out for them, and
they're faced with a full 3,000 economy across the board.
Ouch.
So do you go for the UMP Force Buy here? Do you just do it? You can drop 2 of them from Stico and Zero, get full nades, kit, everything, whole kit and caboodle.
That's a really good question, isn't it? They've chosen not to go for it, but there's an argument to be made. If you want, that you could try and make it work. You would probably have to try and go aggressive somewhere with it if you did. And instead, they're just banking on some of these rifles finding a couple of kills. Nitro, did he spot that angle? Almost. Yeah, he does see it. That's really heads-up play, and the grenade going to go a bit short, but still, damage has been done, and that's not bad at all. Bondic in a lot of trouble.
JDM just has to be careful here. He does have Twist watching his back, but no, Twist is peeling off. So JDM hangs around, and he gets caught by Bondic or Dead Fox, who are pushing up aggressive. They want to get in here quick. And there it is, sure enough, the flank. Beautiful work here from Angel and Bondic. The crossfire, 2 headshots, 2 big kills, but Liquid are able to bring it right back into a 3-on-3.
Angel having a really hard time escaping Pop Dog here and trying to guide one more kill in. He's low on health as well, so grenade landing on him would certainly be the end. This is a lot of damage being dished out by Hellraisers. Already a big successful round for them. Now, if they could just bring it all the way home, that would be big. But Stico goes down. Elige with a very good peak, even on 11 health. Angel and Zero. And right now, Liquid are just waiting. 35 seconds on the clock, and there's no kit and no grenades. Carl has 1 smoke on Zero, but that's not going to help that much without the defuse kit. They're actually not even waiting for Liquid to plant. They're going to go a bit aggressive here, and Elige wins the fight. 11 health. You'd think he'd be immediately gone. Angel with 1 headshot. He can actually still win this round. 17 seconds. The bomb is not even picked up yet. And there it goes. And Angel, here's the plant. Gonna go for the peak. Takes down 1. 8 seconds. And the bomb is planted at least. Angel almost getting the flick, but JDM will drop him. Second kill of the round for JDM and a 5-1 scoreline. That round was way too close for Liquid.
What an unbelievably close round with that flank from Angel. Call them out for being a little bit too aggressive, but in this case, it certainly paid off. It certainly worked. Got the drop on him in Pop Dog and then just rotates all the way back around again to still have an impact with the rifle later on. What a beast. But that's, I mean, that's a tough round. That's really a kind of round where you really just need to win it if you're Hellraisers. Liquid, they're filthy rich. They still have so much money to just go for the full buy. No worries at all. Now it's all on Hellraisers here. They've spent every dime they've got. And Dead Fox getting shrapnel down, I think. 68 HP left on him, and he hasn't even seen anybody yet.
Quite a fast play from Liquid, but now they need to follow it up with actual kills. Bondic with a great double spray down, closing out the yard for a minute now. Liquid, bit slower this time. Bomb will be planted quick though from Elige, and that's a really big risk. There was no one that could cover Elige in case someone was coming out from C connector then. That's really interesting. And Zero does go down. Dead Fox playing close combat with the AWP. Not an enviable position at all, and I think they just spotted him, so now he's in trouble. No scope, not connecting either. And the Molotov all over the place. He is definitely dead here. Ends up going down to Stanislaw, who's picked up a double kill again. Currently rocking 11 kills and just 4 deaths. And previous...
Replay, please, during this timeout.
Oh, yeah?
Just of the no-scope, because I thought he got it, but the terrain blocked it there.
I didn't even see him.
I think that was damn close to Dead Fox, at least getting that parting shot. Sorry, Anders, go.
No, it's all right. Yeah, but see, I was worried here that Liquid was slowing down too much. And Elige actually sort of took it on himself to go and get that bomb plant, but that's still terribly risky in case someone was going to sneak out a C-connector to kill him. But overall, I think it's quite important that he did it, because if they had slowed down even further, that's probably isn't worth it. Like, once you make the call to say, listen, we'll jump through the smokes and we'll flash our way into the yard, there's, you know, you almost have to follow through at that point in time. You can't wait forever. It's different if the bomb is down, or it's different if you have, you know, someone who's about to flank out of Ivy or something, then maybe you can slow it down and wait for those players to come into play. But Liquid Yeah, they did fine in that round. 6-1, and 8th round is coming up here, and Hellraisers are just in a lot of trouble.
Struggling mightily.
Zero and Dead Fox are in 1 kill each. Stico's on 2 kills.
Yeah, no, they're just not. They aren't getting kills. Liquid are overwhelming them. Stanislaw is getting opening frags right now. I mean, the firepower is in for Liquid. They need it on Hellraisers, and there we go. Zero. Smoke down immediately as soon as he spotted somebody. And everybody gathered up here for Team Liquid. Might as well go for the boost and see if you can get lucky out here. I like it, because it's going to be Angel rotating over to that position.
Yeah, he's almost managed to get the timing. 3-man upper, and there's not going to be any signal that this is happening. No flashbangs or anything to let them know that it's going to be a B push. And nice kills coming in from Angel and Zero, hitting a headshot as well. JDM waiting back here with the AWP. There's no reason why they would peek him. The bomb isn't down. Just leave him alone. Wait for him to try and move up if he will.
Somebody's going to peek within the next 3 seconds.
Oh. He's down close.
Just throwing the nade, count as peek. I don't know. It looked like...
Certainly looking for it. JDM now a bit erratic. And, I mean, he realizes now that this is done. He didn't need them to go for a fight if he was going to win this 1v4 now. Almost impossible, but that's one hell of a shot to take down Stico. 19 seconds left. He's finally picked up the bomb. They're quite far away, so he actually could get a successful bomb plant in. Going to go for the smoke. I'm not sure if that's going to help him all that much. Is he going to try and see if he can maybe just get a couple of kills before he fades out of the bomb site? Maybe he's not even... Oh, wow. 6 seconds. He goes for the plant, and they're going to try and run him down. Bomb will be planted for JDM, and now he's sneaking right at the edge. Eventually goes down to Zero, who's picked up a triple kill, but... Looked for a moment like there was something working there for JDM. Either way...
Oh, yeah, what a beast.
It's a really cool strat for Liquid. Not to be throwing any of the grenades, just walking in there. They just lost all the first fights. Like they went 3-1 in the opening fight here. That's obviously not good.
Well, that's the power of the M4A1, right? This was a sick shot. That was clean. Bit of a frustrating moment there, but that's the power of the A1. Both Angel and Zero there both have A1s. Liquid, and they're holding just like, you know, pixel angles, right? And so Liquid have no idea where they're getting shot from. It just sucks. If they'd have thrown a flash, maybe then they have the opening to get in there. And so it's just at that moment, you know, clever positioning from Hellraisers is what paid off. But that was so key for Hellraisers. 2 rounds on the board now for them. Liquid with 6. Still a mountain of cash left in the bank here for Liquid. So they shouldn't be too worried considering they have 6 rounds on T-side train. But Hellraisers now... Looks like it's going to be a little bit of aggression towards B hulls, perhaps. They're holding very close, at least. No passive play here.
Losing this round for Hellraisers be an economic disaster. 2 men on the B bomb side, you're right. They've got some utility to buy time with. I mean, especially looking at that Molotov for Zero. He's not in a position where it's very easy. He's actually just holding it straight away. That's probably a good idea because... If he was saving it for later, I don't think he'd ever be able to put it down. Again, they're just walking out with no sign at all. Angel winning the first fight, but jumping down. Zero will be dropped by Nitro, and now Angel boxed in on the bomb side. Needs some big kills, and there's definitely one of them. 2 versus 3 as Stanislaw picks up a shot. It's a 2-on-2. And Stanislaw really far forward. How did Stico not realize? Where's the communication on Hellraisers? Now it's all on Dead Fox.
And there's the incendiary. Perfectly timed. Stan, does he have any idea? I don't think he has any idea that Dead Fox is here unless he saw the gun barrel. He might just have seen the AWP barrel sticking around the corner there, and that's what gave it away. So it definitely looked like he wasn't quite sure where Dead Fox was playing from there, but... Well, that's, you know, how do you spell disaster, for Hellraisers? Because that's exactly what they're in right now.
Yeah, they even had the opening kills. They had almost everything. Like, he gets this frag, and then orcs forward. And see, the fact that Stico is not made aware or isn't quite ready for that fight is very strange.
Yeah,
that's a sign that something isn't quite working on the communications front. Also, it's hard to blame Hellraisers for not being prepared for Stanislaw dropping like 14 kills in the first 9 rounds. I wasn't expecting that either, to be honest. Dead Fox goes down, but Stico, can you follow it up? Is it a mind game?
I know. It's like he is baiting. He is just like, nobody is here. Okay, Angel, they're stacking. They're doubling down, Anders. But Stanislaw's not going to get fooled by anything. That's unreal. JDM quad kill shooting turkeys right now, and Elise will find the last kill on Bondic over at Pop Dog, but Stan has got to be smiling a little bit because he's just like, yeah, we had a barbecue. Worked out. Perfect.
That's so heartless. They were trying to sell that fake really hard.
So hard. 2 players sacked themselves, and still he goes for the incendiary. I love it.
8-2, moving into the 11th round here. This is just a really good showing for Team Liquid right now. I'm impressed. They even lost the pistol, came back and won the second round, and just more or less continued to win after that. Early frag onto Bondic. That was Nitro. Really quick down Pop Dog, and now Hellraisers are forced quite far back on the bomb side. I'm liking the fact that Stiko's moving up here into the middle of the A yard. He kind of needs to have a presence. He can't allow for them to get the bomb down without anyone going down. Dead Fox with the second kill of the game for him in taking down JDM, and now Stiko, oh no. He made a bit too much noise, and they almost line up. That could have been a double, but instead they traded, and that leaves 0. 1 versus 3. Smoked off here. He's just going to challenge the smoke immediately, and Nitro's waiting on the other side. A triple for him to make it another round for Liquid.
It's just perfect. The fact that that's unfortunate because Deadfox actually gets the follow-up kill on JDM, but the rifle, he runs in too quick, and so JDM would have been able to communicate to his teammates, wait, rifle guy is close to me here at A main as well. So that's all the information you need at that point for Team Liquid. You know where 2 of the players are for Hellraisers, and while they obviously just capitalize on that, snuff them.
142 ADR on Stan.
Balanced by 23 ADR on Deadfox. 2 kills for Deadfox. That's painful. Well, it's like not only that, it's like, okay, maybe you got a guy doing 23 ADR, but you still have a guy doing 33 ADR as well. It's just not enough of an impact at all right now, boys. They need to step up.
What a hard game for the Hellraisers squad. Now, both these teams are 1-1, so no one's going home or qualifying from this game, but obviously you don't want to be 1-2. Like, once you've got your back against the wall, it could get really tough, and if one thing it means, if you want to qualify, you've got to play 2 games tomorrow, which is also, you know, a bit stressful,
painful,
and potentially quite dangerous. So we'll see how it all works out. 12 rounds is what we've got here, and almost all of them been working out in favor of Team Liquid. This time it's back to pistol. Zero's got a smoke. I don't know what is the plan with the smoke. He's on the B-bomb side. He's just gonna look like he's ready to smoke upper.
Yeah, right.
But what is the purpose? I can't tell you.
Oh, there's a Molotov. When does he throw it out? Like, is he just wondering? Are they waiting for some noise? He's hidden in a very interesting spot. I mean, it's not a common spot to see anybody. And I guess that's it. He wants to set up the smoke for upper so that he can actually hold lower. Nice. Come on.
Stop
cheating.
cheating.
There we go.
That's unbelievable. Gets the shot through. Stiko's going to be so incredibly mad, especially after he gets shot in the face.
Yeah,
like you just must feel very outplayed at that point in time. Even if it was just spam, that's still very annoying indeed. Twist landing a second kill, and I guess we'll never see what that smoke was about. I mean, he did throw it upper eventually.
That's exactly it. It's that he can buy some time on upper, it looks like, and he's got that weird angle towards lower. That's why you hardly see anybody up there, is because if they come out on upper, you're a dead man. You got nowhere to go. But if they only come out lower, you know, you might have, it's like Fountain on Inferno or whatever. Well, no, that's just a horrible spot. I hate that spot so much.
I feel like that's the kind of play that, like, on paper, it makes total sense. Like, you almost like a flow chart, you know, I'll throw smoke here or watch there. It's like in reality, it's a pretty big chance you just eat a flashbang right after you throw that smoke, and then you get killed as the next step.
You need a lot to go your way.
Yeah, like just a lot of things. But whatever. I mean, it's interesting. I'm more interested than anything else. I'd like to see that tried again sometime.
9-2. Soon to be 10. They're doing so well right now, Liquid. This is just a complete reversal from them. I mean, they've looked shaky this qualifier for sure. Yeah, it was overtime versus Tyloo to start. Then they get blitzed by Penta. So, I mean, it's not been fun.
Yeah, no, that's what I was sort of alluding to. I said I think they've been playing just under level. I mean, both the American team, well, I say both, but the last that are left.
3. Yeah, exactly. The last that are left, sadly, Optic.
Yeah, Optic was playing way under level. But the other 2 even have been playing I think, worse than they could have. So this is actually more in line with what sort of my mental picture of what they could have been like at this qualifier. So that's exciting and encouraging. Dead Fox with a nice flick on Stan, taking him down even after eating a lot of grenade damage. No armor on Dead Fox to go for that peak. That's very risky.
That's ballsy.
But if you're down 10-2, maybe that's the call, right?
Eventually, you're going to have to make the plays. You're right. Eventually, you're going to have to start taking some risks, especially if you've hardly had any impact at all so far in this first half. So Dead Fox finally just channeling a bit of that inner beast that he's had for so long. He is one of the players that Hellraisers rely on to get the work done. And so now, Team Liquid, you can see the reaction for Liquid. They're like, wait, they went aggressive? Okay. Calm down, wait and hold the angles, run the clock down and see what they do next. But in the meantime, Hellraisers, they might as well be made out of stone. Look at this. They aren't moving. They aren't budging. It's only Stico over there just jiggling a little bit by Ali.
Yeah, and that's what they should do. Got the man lead. No reason to do anything tricky. Some Molotovs are coming out here. Looks like a rotation back towards the A side of the map. With the bomb being dropped in main there. Critical kill coming out of Bondik, but he's going to go down, and Dead Fox will fall next, and suddenly Liquid back in a 3-on-3, and a missed shot from Angel. He's going to go for it again, but JDM is ready and waiting, and a long-distance fight for Nitro, taking it down, and Liquid turning what was not an easy round to win. They make it look very easy indeed. 11-2, 14th round here, and yeah, everybody in Liquid's doing well. Twist is at the bottom with 8, but that's, you know, Nitro with 10, Elige with 11, 13 JDM, and then Stan on 15 still.
Mm-hmm.
What a strange game.
Yeah, it is a bit off, isn't it? It's not exactly what you expect to see, especially, you know, Stanislaw leading the way over Elige, you know, over Twists. But you got to give it to them. Right now, they are moving together as a unit. They explode onto the site. They take all the fights. They're not letting Hellraisers get comfortable whatsoever. And sure enough, here in a round that matters most for Hellraisers, they're getting bowled over. Although Bondik and Dead Fox are making a difference, it doesn't matter. There you go, Anders. Twist, he heard you criticizing him. He heard you say, what, he's only on 8? It's like, I'll get double digits too, Anders. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's really, really good news. Just a bit of magic.
Now 10, Nitro's at 10. It's just, everything is falling into place so nice and neat here for Liquid.
15th round. This is all very impressive. Now Stico's down to 28 ADR and Dead Fox is up a bit, but they're both, you know, sub 40 in the ADR department. That's very hard to get out of.
This is just nerves, I think, for Hellraisers. You know,
yeah.
it's just nerves. It's like they just never really got into the server, and it's going to take what, you know, winning the pistol round in the second half, perhaps, to maybe start getting them to feel like, okay, we can have an impact here, boys. Because look, aggression main now. This is where they're actually starting to throw something at Liquid here. At least clearing it out. I like that Angel's the one who stays there. You know, Stico's like, yeah, it's totally safe. You know, just stand over there by that wall. It's all good.
Yeah, nothing can fail. Are they going to try and bait it out? Just going to be the flashbang to clear out any corner there. Still got plenty of time here for Team Liquid. The last round of the half. So shocking because Hellraisers won the pistols. You'd think that would inspire them to come alive in the game, and, you know, everyone gets all fired up, but they got smacked down so quick after that. Then they had one round where they, you know, won with rifles and had a good time, and that was the end of it. That was all we saw out of Hellraisers. See if they can get a third round on the board here.
It was a short party, Anders.
Oh no, Elige.
Well, this is awkward. I like it, though. So, I mean, they heard an op and a rifle by Ali early on in the round. Angel only sees the one at A main. Good timing to get some nades out there and see if they can figure out what Liquid are up to. And sure enough, Twist finds the headshot on Bondik to start things off. Well, this is just, again, more of the same. Look at this. It's a firing squad.
Flashbang coming out of Pop Dog for Twist to get the first kill is just very well done. It'll be the end of the first half here. Twist with the triple and an overall scoreline of 13-2 in favor of Team Liquid. Very impressive game coming out of the American side. You've got to give them a lot of credit here. And Hellraisers, I mean, you're right. Probably they never got the engine up and running. It's just stuck in the beginning there, losing the second round, and then the whole team just kind of falling apart, it seems.
A bit of utility getting picked up for this pistol round here for Hellraisers, though. So that bodes well. Seems like we'll get something fun out of them here instead of just the straight run and gun.
See, whenever I see a Molotov, I always look for the other team on the T side. I always look for the other team. Is there a smoke left on them? And Nitro has both the smoke and the kit, which is a very strong indication that, you know, they don't want to get fired out at any point. But the Molotov's already been thrown out by the Hellraisers, trying to get onto the bomb site. Elise just picked up 1 kill, and now they're going to go for a bomb plant there. Stiko's going to be able to complete that. No one can stop him. Stan, though, can't be stopped either, it seems. Is going to get a headshot on 1, looking for Stiko. Twist will get 1 in return, and is looking for more. Stuck on the bomb side is Bondic, and he can't get out. Stiko, the last one left. Smoke goes up. Bomb is still on the other side, though, and Nitro will take care of business. Liquid more or less cementing the win here. I don't see how Hellraisers can make it back.
For me, Stan is the hero of that round. Just because he was holding lower ramp on B, close enough to hear them all, to hear Hellraisers stomping through the white halls into Pop Dog, down Pop Dog. It's just like there was so much audio information for Stan that entire way, right from the start of that pistol round. He gets the flank timing perfect because of that. Just painful to watch for Hellraisers. Oh, hero AK?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I'm all in on this idea.
Take the hit.
Yeah, I mean, you're 14-2, right? What are you gonna do anyway? You might, yeah, if you were gonna make, you know, Counter-Strike history and make the comeback from 14-2 in a major qualifier, then yeah, it would have to start with this, you know. So go for it.
Boom, boom. Oh, the timing. Nearly had the wallbang timing there from Bomb Train, Elish. That was close. One of the very few, few left that can do a tremendous amount of damage, at least.
With rifles, yeah. That seems to have almost been a priority, like a Valve priority, to say that wallbangs are for AWPs and stuff like that, not for rifles. Which, well, that's a whole discussion, isn't it? All on its own.
What do you think? Tell me more.
You know, but I think early on, especially because I was so heavily colored by 1.6 Counter-Strike, which obviously the wallbangs are, you know, on a whole different scale. I wanted more something like that, but I don't know if it would work in this game now. Like, now I'm questioning myself a bit. Hellraisers, they have to make this work. They've got to make this round work, otherwise they're pretty much going to be 1 and 2 in the qualifier. Stan will pick up the kill on Zero, but the bomb has at least been planted, and JDM with the scout, not really getting the kill. Elish, though, to take down Stiko. Still a 3-on-4, and now they're trying to see if they can make it through. Angel picking up 2 big kills. And maybe, just maybe, they can hold on to the bomb here. Close range headshot from Dead Fox. Leaves Bondic alone. 1-on-2. He's sneaking in from behind. He's got the Deagle in hand. They've only tapped the bomb. They're not actually defusing yet. So he's got the time for it. A lot of damage on 1, but he's going to go down eventually. And Liquid, even without the defuse kit, they are going to be able to defuse the bomb and win the round here. Elige with a quad kill. And Liquid now on 15 rounds. A nice attempt from Hellraisers, actually. It wasn't bad.
No.
Liquid are just on a different level right now.
It's just like the unlucky things, I guess. The timing where, well, JDM was going to be up on that train by connector anyway, so he would have seen the guy come out from upper.
And they had, you know, a scout and 1 AK and then pistols, right? You know, so...
Hey, they get the bomb plant. They get that much down. But I think it was Stiko who was trying to rush from upper... trying to rush the back line. He got snuffed immediately. That's a lot of the pressure from Hellraisers gone just like that. If he gets a kill, maybe, you know, you can kind of like box Liquid in towards connector and stop him there. So just a tough break for Hellraisers. Not really able to go past that. Although Angel did try. Got 2 good kills. 15-2, match point. 13 match points for Liquid.
Yeah. Angel and Bondic are really the only 2 that are keeping up with the rest of the game here.
You can say what? That they're the veterans, basically. Yeah. It's like they are hitting a level right now. Stiko, Dead Fox, and Zero, however, just not the case.
18th round. Dead Fox hearing some movement over here, actually calling in for a bit of backup. Stiko could be rotating in to help him out. Instead, he's just going to eat a grenade and...
Look really frustrated.
Look really frustrated.
He kind of just was like, damn it, again.
Generally speaking, for Dead Fox, this must have just been, in every way, a tough game to be playing. Because we've seen other games from him where he has much more of an impact with the AWP, and he just was pretty much missing this whole game. JDM does get a bullet to the face, but then that's refragged by Nitro, hitting a grenade on Zero. So 4-3 still. And now they're starting to creep up. Looks like they do want to see if they can pinch Twist in on that long lane all on his own. It's Nitro hitting a headshot on Bondic. Down to 2 players left here. Team Liquid with absolute excellence in this qualifying game. Dead Fox hits a headshot on Twist. Still need 2 more kills to try and see if they can extend the series just a bit longer.
Oh, there's the key shot from Elige. They needed to find Stico. They found him quick enough. They knew exactly where Dead Fox was playing from. And that, yeah, it doesn't get much cleaner than that. 16-2. Hellraisers never allowed to get into the fight. No. It feels like they just never got into the server, and they never really managed to get rolling at all. The 3 young guns, at least, on the team.
Team Liquid taking a step closer to making the major tournament here. I think it'd be a big win if they manage to do it. They are now 2-1 is the scoreline here, which means they need to win 1 more game. And they're going to be able to qualify. If they lose 2, then they're out. That's all going to be happening tomorrow, obviously. But fantastic win for them. And just this is the kind of Liquid that we want to see pretty much every time. I mean, they have this level. Obviously, Hellraisers maybe not having the best day, but still, I think Liquid showed that they've got something to offer.
It's like you've got Cloud9, Vega, or Big that Liquid can play tomorrow. I mean, they can play Cloud9 too. I'm just hoping that they don't play Cloud9, because then it's just like by default the North American team gets in. Whereas, you know, having them go through Vega, the likes of Vega, Big, you know, it'd be a bit more interesting, I think.
Maybe, yeah, potentially. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The draw is obviously going to be having at the end of the day, I believe. Well, Swiss is too complicated for me to figure. I'm not going to try and do the math here. But
get out of here, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, with returns to the scores and everything.
I mean, the one thing that we've got to look forward to right now is that it's G2 Flipside right now, and one of those teams is going to qualify for the major.
Yeah, I very much look forward to that game. That's going to be mega exciting. But before we get to it, we do have a whole panel of experts ready and waiting for us. So Paul, let us know what just happened. What was this massively weird game that we just watched?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can answer that, Anders. I guess for you two guys, it's good that you're in the commentary booth for the last match of the day, because that was pretty poor, wasn't it, from Hellraisers? 2 games in a row where they've won just 6 rounds in 2 days, and that's not good enough. Not good enough for a major. Let's find out from our 2 panel members what they made of that one.
Kind of weird.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, it's great from Liquid.
It's one of the kind of weirds that makes you happy.
If you have 3 players in the 40s and 30s in ADR,
with less than 7 kills,
it's kind of done for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously the big thing for me on the Liquid side is, they looked great, but Stanislaw really started them off on the right foot. I mean, this guy was unreal. Twist in the second round was great with those 2 entries, but Stanislaw's the one come the first gun round. He's pushing up towards the train. He's the one getting aggressive towards the inner bomb site on a following round as well. So the fact that Stan's able to create so much space, someone that like on a team with Elige, on a team with Nitro, even Twist to a degree, you don't expect Stan to be the kind of catalyst for their offense. But in this game he was, and it helped him out so massively. And, I mean, at a certain level, it was tactically very nice. You saw some very good pop flashes. For instance, taking control of ladder room, pop flashing out towards that first train by Team Mid, blinding the defender there, and then coordinating that hit. Those are all the nice things. Those are all the nice additions that we've seen in Liquid that have made us very excited about their future under Zeus, that have kind of slowly been added in. But even beyond that, they won every fight.
Yeah,
like, they won everything.
Crisp, weren't they? In everything that they did, whether it was entering bomb sites, whether it was controlling sites, whether it was defending, all of it was very crisp, and they were winning lots of jewels in there as well.
Yeah, and change the pace. Going from slow to really fast, just outer pushes, just sort of the variety. They were keeping HR on their toes.
Well, I have to ask, where was this Liquid yesterday?
We don't. It's
you
like
have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose, Paul.
It's like what Yeko said earlier. If you set the bar low,
right,
you're never going to be disappointed.
All right, under promise, over deliver. I'm all on board.
No,
with that.
I mean, in reality, it's just. I mean, this is still. We have to remember as well. Twist is still very new to this team.
Yep.
They're introducing a lot of new things with Zeus that we've seen. It's just going to take time for this to become a consistency factor. But I mean, you see the reasons here. You saw them at ECS finals. Why there's a lot of promise around this team.
Yeah,
and also, we've seen it's the games between these teams here in this tournament can be very, very dicey. It's very hard to really pinpoint and really hard to predict what's going to happen.
Very few teams being consistent.
Also, Penta. It was yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
They were on a different planet.
They were on a heater, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. MVP for this one was Elige. I guess it could have been Stan.
Poor Stan.
Could have been
robbed.
Stan, but he's been robbed. But yeah, another good game from Elige. And you need your players like this. You need them to step
It's
up.
just so cool to see. I mean, him and actually Liquid in that game as well. That just the patience they have in a lot of situations. They don't just overly react to any situation like in the 3-on-3s or the 3-on-2 situation in an anti-eco. It got a little scrappy. They were just waiting. Elise was in quad. Everyone else was behind 5 and 6 train. Just kind of waiting for the CTs to make a move, which they did. They got the free kill. Eventually became a 2-on-1, plant the bomb, and JDM had to get into a 1-on-1, but he won it. But still, I mean, just the way they were approaching the situation, him included, it's just, you can just tell that they're not in a hurry anywhere. They can just, play it out, let things happen as they should.
Hey, just chilling. Perhaps the most impressive play I saw from Elige. I mean, we get the observer feed, so we don't get to see everything he does. But that CT pistol round when he's in heaven, he gets the opening kill and he's brought down to like 10 HP, and then he just hides and waits and bides his time, lets his teammate do the rest of the work, and then pops up right at the end to get a critical kill of a guy on a bomb train. So I mean, that just speaks to that patience. He also had that low HP round, like you said, in Hell, just waiting and winning some duels there for them. So yeah, all around good game from pretty much everyone on Liquid. They all had a round where they had significant impact.
Okay, let's check in with one of the players right now. One of the newer additions. Twist is in the player area.
He's back.
And joins us.
Back with us.
He's back with us again. Welcome back. I can say good game today. What was so different today from yesterday?
We changed our mindset a lot. We were really tired going into the other match. Nobody was really motivated or energetic, I'd say.
It was very early yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very early.
Coffee is your friend.
I don't like to hear motivated, not motivated for a
Well,
major
it was the wrong
qualifier.
word. It was the wrong word to use. Yeah, it's not energetic. We wanted to win, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the difference today? Because everything seemed better today. Entries were better, defending was better, CT side was better. All your kills seemed to be hitting. Everything was really crisp. Your duels, you were winning your duels. Why was that today?
Zeus gave us a pretty good talk before going into our match, and I think that really calmed and settled everybody before going into it. So
nice. I like that. When the coach actually does something and then the team takes it on board and it all works. It must be a satisfying feeling. You've moved to 2-1 now, so just one game away from the major qualifiers. Does that psychologically help you because you think, well, we've got 2 chances now, or do you not look at it like that?
No, I don't look at it like that. I just think that this was like the match we had to win, and now we can. I think now it's like more settled down.
Okay, so just one more match and you can go to the major. We've got a couple of guys on the panel. I'm sure they've got a few questions for you as well.
I mean, not really about this game because I don't think you guys could have done anything wrong.
No, what more do we want to know about this game? We just watched it.
I'm more interested. Yesterday, after you guys took that beating from Penta, I mean, what was said after that game? Like, whether was it like a motivational thing from Zeus again? Was it wipe it from your memory? Was it talking specifically about some mistakes, or how exactly did you guys approach like the aftermath of that game?
Zeus again gave us a talk. It's usually like that after every loss, and it's really helpful. We then later on just watched the demo and just figured our mistakes, and it helped everybody. So.
Will we be seeing Mirage later on? You guys scared of that map now, or is it going to be coming back?
No, definitely not. I think that was like a one-time thing for us.
All right. Good. Cool. I'm all set.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think the game speaks for itself here, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, what else can we say, Twist? Unless you've got anything you want to add and, just let us into some secrets on train or anything. I don't think there's any reason to keep you here, frankly. Thank you very much and congrats today. Really good wins. The second highest win of the qualifier. It moves you to within one game of the major, so well done.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Twist there from Team Liquid. They have pulled it back from the brink. They were horrible yesterday, brilliant today. It just shows you what a day's difference can make. We'll wrap things up by talking about Hellraisers, because that's 2 in a row now for them that they've been really poor. 16-4 yesterday against a very organised flip side. 16-2 today. That's 6 rounds in 2 days.
What can you say about that one then?
Yeah.
It's really tough to really put any words into it, to be honest with you. The first game, they struggled a little bit. Obviously, in the second half of that game, they kind of got everything under control. But then, flip side game, they were just... Yeah, they were not on. They were not present, and then the same thing happened today as well. I mean, again, it's really hard to start analyzing more in a more elaborate manner for them of what happened here when you get such a battering. Again, it's just all a matter of just resetting and going forward. The only thing you can think about is that you got 2 more chances.
Yeah.
It seems like, I mean, it's a little bit. It's kind of stinks because we were so excited from after Star Series. Like, I mean, everyone was kind of interested to see where
tours. They also played pretty well tours.
Good tournament.
But it did feel a little bit like they lost some composure at a certain point during that match. Where like towards the end of that first half when the leads really ballooned
some frustration in the faces, wasn't there?
Yeah, but even in the gameplay, it's like players peeking, going for like trying to make some kind of a hero play.
But isn't that the problem though, Jason? There's always like the more you lose the game, you want to try and pull it back, so you try something different.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. You can't do that. Like that's when you get the 16-2 losses. That's when like at the beginning when like they were trying to play within the team system, they were losing obviously, but like you have to stick to that. You have to stick to what you prepared. When everyone starts trying to make hero, like someone was trying to on like an on like a force buy that they kind of had to win to get some extra runs on the board. Someone's just pushing team mid by himself, going for like a deagle kill.
I guess the good example is Mouse earlier when they're 9-0 down.
Yeah,
it would have been easier for them to just start going right hero plays. We need to pull something back. They didn't. They stuck to the game plan.
Yeah, that's just kind of like one of the mistakes I noticed. But I mean, this is just shocking these past 2 games. It doesn't bode well for the next one, does it? Because I mean, I think all that excitement is now pretty much forgotten about. After these
long
two.
gone.
Yeah, and to think they beat Vegas Squadron on the first day, so. Shows you how quickly things can change at the offline qualifier. We're almost at the end of our 3rd day here, but we do have one more match, and it's a very, very important match because the next one decides another place in the major itself. G2 go head-to-head with Flipside. It's after the break.
Coming up next, G2